So it's been a little while since I posted a beekeeping video, and we had a pretty good year last year, so I thought I'd make a video that goes basically from start to finish. And we needed to get new hives. We ended up having to get what are called nucs, which is short for nucleus, which is basically half of a beehive. So to get started, we packed up my truck with the beehives with 5 frames in each beehive to go to a place called Birds and Bees in Columbus, New Jersey to pick up the nucs. And we did this at night because it's better to pick up the bees at night when they're in the hive. And here's Mike to tell us a little bit more about that.
We're going in the evening so that the temperature's down and also all the forager bees are back in the hive, so we have a greater number of bees in the hive when we pick them up. We're going to be back at night with the new hives. We've got everything set up to put them down on blocks and untape them, and they'll begin a new day the following day.
Hi, this is Rocky and this is my wife Debbie. We're Birds and Bees Farm. We sell nucleus colonies, New Jersey certified, Jersey bred bees, queens, and of course Jersey honey. We don't suit up, don't need to. I've made queens, our own queens, for 8 years now, and we have the most gentle bees you can find. We have numerous repeat customers because we have such gentle bees.
And I normally do a lot of the bottling and delivering to our orders. We have farm markets that we deliver to here in Burlington County, and I help with the bees as well, but he's much more the bee whisperer than I am.
All right, we're transferring some nucs into customers. What's your first name again?
John.
With John and
Mike.
Mike, you gotta. I can improvise, but not that well. But you're getting 3 strong frames of cat brood from us. Look at this.
Yep.
All right, you're gonna have thousands of bees hatching in the next 2-3 days.
Beautiful.
All right. Bees, nice young newly hatched bee, nice and fuzzy, warm. It's a nice new fuzzy young nurse bee. You'll find your queen if you want.
Yeah.
Here's a frame of all pollen. This is all food for the young bees. Pollen and
nectar.
This is a typical end frame. Yeah, it's a good end frame, or a good. Here she is, right in the middle here.
All cap brood here.
Yeah.
Do you see the queen?
Yeah, there's the queen right there.
See how nice and big she is.
Yep. Beautiful.
We're setting the bees up. It's about 11 o'clock at night. 2 more hives to go.
All right, so it's been about 6 weeks since we set the hives up, and we have built some nice brood colonies there now, and we are preparing for the honey flow for the fall, so late summer, fall. So we're getting our honey supers all ready and cleaning off some of the old propolis on the frames so that we can get them in and out a little easier. The frames are actually built out already, which will help save time for the bees and hopefully increase the honey flow that we have, since they won't have to work as hard to build up the frames first. So we have some nice built out frames already, and we're going to add a box onto each of the hives and hopefully get the honey flow going.
Actually looks like a lot of honey right here.
I know, that's what I'm seeing also.
Which frame you want to pop? It's full of honey. That's all honey. Oh no, look at all the...
Just the top part. And
nice pattern here.
ton of brood there. Awesome. Honey
So
and brood.
real quick.
Absolutely, yep.
These are the worker bees, are the female bees. In the next frame we can already see some drone, which are the male bees. Okay. Drones are larger than females, or the males are larger than females. They also can't sting. A lot of honey on this one too.
Yeah. And good, beautiful. Tons of we got brood, we got honey, we got a lot of activity both sides. That's all we needed to see, and we got tons of honey on some of the ones, so this is perfect to add a honey super on. Let's grab one.
You want to talk about a honey super? What is...
So honey super, we are fortunate enough to have frames that were built out by the bees last year, so it's going to save them some time ahead building out the frames.
September 14th, we've just about finished with the beekeeping season. We're going to do a quick inspection. All 8 hives look pretty good. We're anticipating a pretty big honey harvest, so we'll just do a quick check and see if we need to add any more frames to the honey supers. It doesn't look like it's capped.
No, but it's full of honey, so we can definitely put on, look at that, that's full of honey. That's beautiful, and they're capping it, so yep.
You sure you want to put another one on there?
Yep, yeah, and they're capping on here. These are all getting capped. They're all full, definitely. Definitely.
So this is full of uncapped honey. You can see they're starting to cap it right here. There's a lot of weight to this frame. Where do you want to put it?
I'll just move over one and just see how we're looking here on the one next to it.
So it's looking pretty good.
And all of them look pretty similar.
These will be capped by the time we're ready for harvest.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and put that in there.
The day before the honey harvest, I made this, what I'm calling a honey harvest workbench. And this turned out to be really handy and it worked great. Brush these off. Hand them over to Steve. I'm just going to brush them right back into the hive.
Into the hive.
Yeah. This looks like it's pretty dark.
Yep, yeah. It is. This is all dark.
I'm good on my side.
Okay, good. Beautiful cap frame. So, guys, these are...
That's another dark one.
Yep, this is all dark.
This year I'm keeping bees with my friends Mike and Steve, and we're keeping the bees at Steve's farm. And it's really nice to have a few people working on a project like this, especially during the honey harvest. And you can see we definitely have a bit of a system here where Mike, who is really the guy in charge, he's more of the beekeeper out of the 3 of us. Mike will hand me the frame. I'll brush all the bees off the frame and then hand that frame to Steve. And Steve will put the frame inside an empty honey super and then put a bath towel over it. The goal is to get the honey to the garage where we're going to decap it and run it through the spinner with bringing as little or as few bees to the garage as possible because the bees want to follow the honey. We're on now. Go, Mike.
All right, we're doing a little uncapping over the honey on John's new uncapping table.
Uncapping bench.
Uncapping bench. It goes well with an uncapped beer. Can I say that?
Say whatever you want.
Okay, it'll be edited.
Yeah, I'll do what I always do. Just cut you out. You're on the editing room floor. You're on the floor. Wow, that's beautiful. When we're pulling the honey from the hives, you usually will have dark honey and light honey. And the light honey is generally from the earlier part of the year or from the spring. And so we'll keep them separated. And when we're harvesting the honey, meaning removing the capping and then putting the frames in the spinner, we'll spin the light honey first. After decapping and spinning the light honey, then we'll move on to the dark honey frames. And here you can see what a difference in color the dark honey is compared to the light honey. Okay, well, we were definitely pretty happy with this beekeeping season. In total, we got about 265 pounds. I would say a third of the honey was the light color honey like this. And here in New Jersey, where we're keeping bees, we tend to get the lighter color honey until about, I would say, July. And that's an estimate. After that, we seem to get the darker honey like this. So that obviously has something to do with the flowers that the bees are getting their nectar from. This year, I think, was more successful, or I know was more successful, because we're working with 3 people, so it's me and 2 other guys, and it's really nice to have a team to do the work, especially when it comes to the honey harvest, because there's just a lot going on, and those honey supers get really heavy. I think a honey super can weigh as much as 80 pounds, so it's kind of nice to split that work up. If you're going to get into beekeeping, I would definitely reach out to Birds and Bees. The bees were really gentle and they produced a lot of honey. And also Rocky and Deb are just really cool people, and it's a nice place to visit. So I will put a link to their website in the description, and I'll put a little bit more video on some of the other things that they sell at the end here. So as always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.
When you visit Birds and Bees Farm, we'd like you to try all of our varietal honeys. So we'll give you a spoon and you can do a tasting. We have New Jersey cranberry honey. We have blueberry honey, which our bees are on. That's the first bloom of the spring, so that's what the bees are working right now. We have our wildflower, which of course is our biggest seller for people with allergies. So come and taste some honey.
Okay, we're going.
Okay, we try to use every part of the hive. When you have an old frame and it's very dark wax, we have this solar melter that Rocky made, and the sun melts the wax and it drips into these pans, and you get beautiful beeswax. This is 100% beeswax. We sell this in small 1-ounce bars. We sell it in big blocks. So if you need beeswax, we have it.